subscriptions to the Current. It is bulk mailed, and if you're in the lucky area to get it, you will get it. Otherwise, you can go to currentonline.com and see it that way. Okay, let's take a call from Gary in Hazel Park. Gary, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys, thank you very much. Hey, I have to agree with you on DACA. DACA was illegal. It shouldn't have been done. He put it back in Congress where it belongs. If Congress acts on it, great. I will accept whatever they do, even though I might not like it. And, since mankind was put on this planet hundreds of thousands of years ago, people have been displaced, and they had to get along the best they could. Well, these dreamers, that's the boat they're going to be in. If they have to go back to their home country and figure out how to get along, that's their problem, not mine. Their parents knew that could happen when they brought them here in the first place. So that's just the luck of the draw, the roll of the dice. If you can't stay, then get on out of here and go make your country better. That's how I feel about it.
That's exactly right, Gary. And that brings up 14 things that the mainstream media won't tell you about DACA. And you hit the first one right there. This is only the fault of the parents who brought these children here, right? They brought them here for whatever reason they decided to leave. And I hit Vicente Fox right on Twitter this week because he was out there bashing Trump for whatever. Now, Mr. Vicente Fox, you are a pawn of the cartels. You took money from the cartels. You were the disgraced president of Mexico.
President, yeah.
You ruined your country, sir. You ruined your country so badly that people wanted to flee your country and come to the greener pastures of the United States of America. So when I see this idiot, Vicente Fox, opening his fat trap, you drug-sponsored piece of human garbage. Don't talk to me about Donald Trump.
I'd like to express my ability to mock somebody with laughter. 7,000 years?
I know. Gary, my mind is blown. But you know what? That's what I love about America is people can have differing views and opinions. And I would love to actually have dinner with these guys and have them show me all the stuff. And then what I would do is see if we can get a NASA guy to come in and have dinner with us too and let them battle it out because my mind is blown right now after listening to the three guys, one of my favorite listeners, one of my favorite co-hosts, and one of my other favorite hosts here. I'm kind of blown away today. You guys are blowing me away.
Mind warping.
Yeah. What else you got, Gary? Anything? No, he's gone already.
Oh,
all right, well, thanks for the call, Gary.
Well, we're going to continue talking DACA nonetheless.
We are, because number 2 is DACA recipients are illegal aliens. This simple fact has been so downplayed and memory hold, it just needs to be spoken out loud. They're illegal, folks.
Children.
I don't care if they came here as a child. They're still illegal. If they crawled across on their own or somebody carried them across, they're here illegally. And if an American took their child to Mexico, that child would be thrown out of the country as well. That's just the way it is. Why should we be any different than Mexico, right?
Well,
number 3.
Because we're better than Mexico. I'm sorry, that's the argument. Well,
are we?
But that's the point.
All right. Number 3, DACA is a massive amnesty program. That's what it comes down to. You're taking a bunch of people who are here illegally. They didn't wait in line. They didn't fill out the forms. They weren't checked. They are here illegally. This is amnesty.
What I don't understand is how it's getting twisted because DACA, the very first word is D for deferred. It wasn't supposed to be eternal. It was supposed to be deferred.
Yes, there's a video of that.
Yeah, so there is? Okay. Well.
Yeah, there's a complete video of Barack Obama. We'll have to dig it up, Derek. If we don't get it today, we'll dig it up next week.
So it's not supposed to be an eternal amnesty program.
Correct.
It was supposed to be. Now, the other thing I've got here is, wait a minute, the kids were brought over by the parents. Where are the parents? Were the parents sent home? How'd the kids get left behind? That's ridiculous.
They're still here illegally, too.
Okay,
That's the
then
whole point.
send the parents home with... I don't understand how you separate kids from parents. Send the kids with the parents. You're not going to send the parents home and leave the kids behind. That's stupid.
Send them all.
Send them all back.
I believe in keeping the family together. Send them all back. Apply. You can come back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You've worked here enough years. You must have a nice bankroll now that you can pay your fees and application fees and come back the way you're supposed to. Because it's not fair to the thousands and thousands and thousands of people trying to get here legally. They're making their applications. They're getting investigated. They're getting their background checks. They should be here first. Not the people who cross the border illegally and who may or may not be paying into Social Security legally or illegally. And sometimes committing crimes. I'm not saying every illegal immigrant here is committing a crime, but you committed one crime.
Yeah.
You came here illegally. Mm-hmm. So you're a criminal. Sorry. By whatever standards you meet, you broke the law when you came here illegally without asking permission. That's all I'm saying, right? Number 4, DACA recipients are not the children. DACA is eligible only to those aged 15 to 32. A very large percentage of DACA recipients are adults.
Yeah, I don't understand that. How'd that get to 32? I thought it was supposed to...
Since when is a 32-year-old a child?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's still dreaming.
I mean, it's 21 by our standards here. You can drink, you can vote at 18, but you can drink at 21. Now you're an adult. 32 is way out of line. Yeah, that's all I can say. Number 5, DACA recipients take American jobs. They do.
Mm-hmm. Especially those 32-year-olds, yeah.
800,000...
Unless they're on welfare.
Older children and young adults are working jobs here in America that are displacing.
How are they affording to stay here?
Yeah.
If they're not working, they're taking welfare.
Yes, exactly. And so, you
taking
inner city folks who may be unemployed, I think we got 30-40% unemployment in Detroit, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I've been in the construction industry a good part of my whole life, right? I used to be able to make a living. A lot of people used to be able to make money as a painter and raise a family and buy a house. Not anymore.
Nope.
How about drywall? Not anymore. How about carpentry? Barely. Roofing? Barely.
Yeah.
It is all these trades that we used to have and people can make a living and raise a family and buy a house are now gone because we have legals or illegals working and driving the wages down to the point where you can't make a house payment and raise a kid anymore. That's what it comes down to, right? So they are taking the jobs of America. Are they paying taxes? I don't know. Here's one thing you have to think of. Those that are here illegally and you got 5 or 6 in an apartment, I know. I see it right in Whitmore Lake. I can see it, right? Bunch of illegals living in an apartment, and shame on the apartments for taking whatever, not following through and finding out who they are. They save their money. They're industrious. I'm giving you that. Save their money. They ship that money home. That money never hits the gross domestic product of the United States of America.
That's why they have nothing saved up for the visas. When they do get kicked out, they can't come back because they send
all their money home. Exactly. Some DACA recipients are criminals. Absolutely. Over 5 years, between 2013 and 17, a total of 2,139 DACA recipients lost their amnesty benefits due to criminality or gang-affiliated concerns. That's the ones they caught. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. So we're finding a whole lot of them. You go into Southwest Detroit, you're going to find a lot of illegals. You're going to find a lot of gang activity. I mean, you see this gang graffiti all the way out in the suburbs in Fowlerville and everywhere else now. Drive down the highway. What do you see? Gang graffitis. It's tagging, right? I'm not an expert in tagging, but absolutely, it's there.
Let's be real clear here. We're not opposed to legal immigration. I work with people. I hear Spanish all day long in the factory I work at. I hear more Spanish than I hear English. These people are hardworking people. They're doing factory jobs. But I know the company I work for runs.
And here's the last one, right? Or it's not the last one. Number 7. DACA is not a law. It is the violation of a law.
Yep.
Okay, so take that to the bank, folks. Until next week, go to thedailydrift.com and get informed, stay open-minded.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week.
Have a good weekend.